Jeremy Ryan reporting from Defending Wisconsin Political Action Committee, www.defendingwisconsin.org. In this video, you'll see me get arrested. I was arrested but not jailed for holding a sign quietly in the Joint Committee on Education today. Funny thing about it is my friend Johnny held his sign for an hour and a half or to 2 hours after that. Didn't get arrested at all. So that proves, didn't even get talked to, so that proves selective enforcement. I do apologize for the video footage. It's not so good because once again I was told I couldn't have my video camera, and I have yet to get a definitive answer on the conflict between State Statute 19.90 and 19.87 parentheses 2. And so I'm not sure of the entire legality of that. But I will challenge it as soon as I get the go-ahead that it's perfectly legal to film in those meetings, and I'll challenge that the same way I challenge holding signs. Now, the second part of this video is a meeting where Scott Fitzgerald is trying to, as basically bypassing public hearing on Assembly Bill 7 so it can pass through the Senate tomorrow, Tuesday, at 11 a.m. Everyone come with me, join me if you can, and I'll be there. And the third part of the video is Mike Ellis, who's on the phone with Scott Fitzgerald in this meeting, swearing on the Senate floor that day that we broke up the Senate. Jeremy Ryan reporting from Defending Wisconsin Political Action Committee, www.defendingwisconsin.org. Enjoy the video. Oh, and I also have Murdler admitting he stole my cell phone.
Jeremy, they've asked you nicely, we've asked you nicely, you're displaying another sign. Now you're under arrest, and we're going to remove you and ask you to come with us. If you don't want to come with us, then we will remove you. If you disagree with the fact that you're under arrest, that's fine, but right now, I want you to come with us.
So I'm under arrest.
Pardon me?
So I'm under arrest. So I'm under arrest.
That's what you're looking for, right?
Go ahead, talk to them.
I'm not going to put handcuffs on you. I'm asking you to come with me out the door.
These are basic components of any policy.
Yeah, no, it's covered.
Basic.
What's the justification behind now is not the time, place, and manner? Tell me. Tell me. You're the one arresting me. Tell me, Sergeant Murphy. Don't give me BS excuses. Tell me, what's the time, place, and manner restriction on this? How is this disruptive? I'm silently holding a sign. I didn't say a word. You disrupted the meeting more than I did, so perhaps I should put you under arrest for disorderly conduct. Well, I'm not going to try to do that because that would be assault. Citizen's arrest isn't allowed in this state. You're told by the sergeant at arms. So you get an order that violates the Constitution, and instead of protecting the Constitution like you're sworn to do. Yes, you do. I have the Constitution written right on the sign. So it's pretty clear that it violates the Constitution. So rather than actually uphold the Constitution like you're sworn to do, you decide instead that it's necessary to violate the Constitution just because the Sergeant at Arms said so. That's funny. Isn't that funny?
So after you're done with this, are you going to be coming back?
I'll probably be going to the jail. Call or post it all over Facebook. We're going to need to go to the north elevator. South elevator has stairs to get to the Capitol Police Station. And
That's why I had ground.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Sergeant Murler isn't as respectful of the ADA. Nor is he usually as respectful as of me. He usually thinks that using force to remove a sign that I'm quietly holding is acceptable. Let's go through. I'm not gonna run away. Let's go through the stop circle. Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you.
Here we go. 1, 2.
I'm being arrested.
Union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run.
Thank you.
No power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yes, the force on earth is deeper, and the evil strength of
for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity. Pride more shame. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Oh, you just took my phone away.
Yeah, I did.
Recorded, and why not? Okay. You want any proof? You don't want any record? You don't want any proof? Is that the reason why you removed my camera? Because I have video.
Anybody on the phone?
Senator Hansen's on the phone.
Okay.
Senator Miller's on the phone.
Okay, we have Senator Ellis, Senator Hansen, Senator Miller on the phone, and Senator Grothman is here. And I'll ask the clerk to call the roll. Senator Fitzgerald. Here. Ellis.
Here.
Grothman.
Here.
Miller.
Here.
Hansen.
Here.
Okay, so we have quorum. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about AB 7 and SB 6. What we're going to do is both bills have had full public hearings, but because we're taking up the assembly version, I'm going to waive, according to Senate Rule 18 1M, I'm going to waive the rule on SB 7 and just apply the public hearing on AB 7 to it. I guess that's the best way to explain it. Okay? And I'll ask unanimous consent to do that.
What's the rule?
It's Senate Rule 18, Parent 1M, which basically says that the AB 7 version had a full public hearing, so did SB 6, but because we're taking up AB 7, we're simply going to waive that requirement on SB 6 so that we can take it up on the floor. Or, I'm sorry.
What bill are we taking up? AB 7 or SB 6?
AB 7. AB 7.
Okay. All right.
Is there any objection to that?
And the bill does, okay, what does the bill do?
This is the photo identification to vote. Anything else? Okay,
Well, I
then.
guess it doesn't, it wouldn't do any good to object because we could just vote it in, right?
Yeah, I mean, all it is about the public hearing process, which both bills have had the public hearing.
But they're not identical bills, correct? I see what you're saying. That both bills have had a public hearing is that if we're taking up the assembly bill, we don't have to have a separate hearing on the assembly bill.
Right, that's correct.
Okay. And no objection. The question is, they are not identical bills, right, Senator?
Well, because the assembly put a sub on it, that would be the difference.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll. Or, we did that by unanimous consent. We're okay. All right? Okay, next we're going to establish a regular session calendar. And I don't know what you guys have in front of you. What we've got is a list of numerous proposals. I can just briefly go through them. Stars of Life honorees, which is...
Why don't you just read like I've got SJR 4.
Right, SJR 4, SJR 23, SJR 32, those are non-controversial. SJR 33, again, non-controversial. SB 18, which is the law enforcement officer, health insurance premiums. I would think that's non-controversial. SB 28, which is the composition of the
What
board.
happened to SB 54 and 61? Are they not on your list now?
No, they're on there. Hang on a second, Mike. SB 28, SB 41, SB 42, mandatory reporting of child abuse.
By the way, I think that should be a controversial bill.
Okay, SB.
I don't have these three that you just read off. Give them to me again.
Okay, I've got
After 18, what did you have back?
I've got SB 28,
Yeah.
composition of board of regents. It's a Senator Harsdorf bill.
Yeah, go on.
Senate Bill 41,
Yeah.
Senate Bill 42, Senate Bill 47, Senate Bill 54, controlled substances, providing a penalty, Senate Bill 61, overweight vehicle transporting, Senate Bill 75, which is the deer hunting bill, Senate Bill 81, which is hydroelectric resource bill, and that's it on the Senate bills. Assembly proposals, I've got AB 7, which is the one we already spoke about. AB 23, municipal disinfection of municipal water supplies. And that's it for bills. The rest are appointments. And I don't know that there's anything on there that would need to be pulled off and taken up separately. Okay, any discussion on the calendar?
Senator Fitzgerald, Senator Miller, I'd like us to have a vote on the motion that you made to not have a public hearing on AB 7.
Okay. Well, let me get...
We did that by unanimous consent.
Yes, we did.
On reconsideration, I'd prefer to vote on it.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, so let's go back to the second unanimous consent request, and instead I will ask the clerk. Everybody understands what we're voting on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Okay, I will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Senator Fitzgerald.
Aye.
Ellis.
Aye.
Grothman.
Aye.
Miller.
No.
Hansen.
No.
Okay, so that is placed on the calendar with 3-2 vote. Okay. Special session. We don't have anything under that part of the calendar tomorrow that will be taken up. So, the only other thing we've got. Okay, we still need a final vote on the calendar then. Okay, so is there any other questions on the full calendar? Let's move back to that, I guess. I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Senator Fitzgerald.
Aye.
Ellis.
Aye.
Grothman.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Hansen.
Senator Miller, how did you vote? Aye. Aye.
Okay, so that's unanimous. We'll convene at 11 o'clock. Republicans will caucus at 10 a.m.
I have a question for Senator Fitzgerald. How much longer do you think we'll need? We'll keep the special session open?
As long as we have bills under that calendar, and I believe we still have one that is pending in the assembly. So that's something I'll have to talk to the speaker about.
Okay, do you know which one that is?
Yeah, it's the one that made changes to the rules process.
Okay, all right, gotcha. All right.
Okay? If there's nothing else, we're adjourned.
Sergeant's office. The gallery will come to order. The gallery will come to order. The sergeant's office will remove folks from the gallery. The Senate gallery will come to order. Folks, you're out of order in the Senate today. The Senate will stand in recess for 15 minutes.